What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about saving money in a small to mid-sized garden. It's going to be exploring how compost worms can be your secret to a thriving garden and a healthy budget at the same time. So, stick around.
Compost worms. This variety I use are Icenia foetida, red wigglers, and composting worms are a gardener's best friend. These little wrigglers are going to turn my kitchen scraps and all my waste into nutrient-rich compost for my plants and garden.
I won't go into too much detail here as I've covered it in another video, which I'll leave a link up the top, about this bin in particular. And we've actually covered how three-tiered worm farms, as well, which you could call stacking systems, which I'll leave a link up here as well. But the main takeaway that you'll need from this section is the cost of one of these bins can be as little as £20, and keeping worms shouldn't be a huge investment.
Compost worms work tirelessly, turning our waste into nutrient-rich compost that our plants and garden can really utilize. An average worm can process its own body weight per day in optimum conditions. This is more typically 50% its body weight in a home system, as they're less than optimum most of the time. But this is still a great deal of castings that a 1,000 worm count bin can achieve in no time at all.
So if we were to compare the cost for this tub and say compare it to a very conservatively priced 5 kilo bag of traditional fertilizer, you'd probably be looking at around £40 to fertilize an average 30 to 40 square meter garden. So already, for the cost of this bin being £20 to get up and running, you're already saving yourself at least £20 in the first year, let alone the second year, at which point you no longer have the investment cost. So at £40 will equate to essentially a tub like this producing around, we'll say, 5 litres per month. 5 litres per month over a 12-month period is around 60 litres of material to use. Not to mention the population expanding, creating more bins for less cost, and potentially mixing your own soils and potting soil, starting seed mixes. They all becomes an option once you have a really high quality fertilizer.
If you've liked the content so far, please do like the video and consider subscribing. And if you'd like to see a comparison versus larger scale sites, please leave us a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next episode.